Hey everybody, Sandra here. I am 59 hours into my water fast, and I thought I would get everybody caught up on how things are going for me today, what's going on. I don't remember if I don't think I made one yesterday, later in the day, but here's how yesterday went down. I woke up feeling pretty good, pretty energetic, but as the day wore on, I started getting more lethargic and more fatigued. So I did something on my Facebook page about it, and I'm going to read that because that will remind me of everything I wanted to mention here about it. This place is, like I said, it's absolutely gorgeous here. The weather has been beautiful. Ever since I got here, it's warm, but I love the warmth now because I'm cold all the time. So I'm enjoying the warmth. I only brought 3 pair of shorts and 3 short sleeve shirts with me because I was anticipating being cold. So I have all these long sleeve, long pants that I probably will never wear while I'm here because it's just so beautiful and I feel warm enough. So I'll probably just keep rewashing the 3 pair of shorts and the 3 short sleeve shirts that I brought with me instead of wearing the other stuff. But anyway, lethargy, fatigue, and extreme thirst. I felt extreme thirst yesterday, and I am trying to limit myself, as the doctors recommended, to no more than 100 ounces max because you don't want to flush out your electrolytes. That might end my fast before I'm ready to. So I am limiting myself to no more than like 90 ounces of water every day. And I am really thirsty, but I think that's going to go away once I get out of this initial valley. So I want to eat. I'm not experiencing exactly like extreme hunger. It's hunger, but it's not. That's not the overwhelming part. It's just that I just want to eat. I want to put food in my mouth. I smell food in the neighborhood, and I want to eat. So I've been fighting that. Also, I've been wanting to eat everything, not just nutritarian stuff like I've been doing for so long now. I want anything and everything I could get my hands on. And so I'm fighting that right now. I feel very, very vulnerable to everything. And I've been watching some sitcoms and movies and things like that. And anytime they're eating, it's just killing me. But I just want to entertain my brain right now with sitcoms and things and not really do any heavy reading or studying or anything like I had intended. I figured it would take me a couple days to get over this where I would feel more like studying the things I brought with me and that kind of thing. So, you know, the I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine last night, and it was an episode where literally the entire final 1 minute of the show was the two older guys on the show were just eating lasagna. There was no talking, they were just eating lasagna. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? And it just, that was hard to watch, but I just powered on through and finished the episode so that I could, keep going with episodes. I'm getting caught up on some stuff that I haven't had a chance to watch. I didn't get a chance during the end of the school year, so I'm just getting caught up. Sorry, I'm switching hands, but I don't have a tripod, and it gets the phone, it's hard to hold it up like this. Okay, so I've also had a tiny, teeny, tiny caffeine withdrawal headache. I had it a little bit yesterday. It's gone right now. I feel no headache at all. So but I wasn't really, I'm not much of a coffee drinker anyway. I drink 16 ounces in the morning, black coffee. It's all I drink. I enjoy the aroma, I enjoy the flavor, and I enjoy the ritual of drinking coffee. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to give that back up for good, or if I will take it back up when I get home. I don't know. I haven't decided on that yet, because tea has never, I like tea, hot tea, but it's never really done it for me as a coffee replacement. Maybe I didn't give it long enough. I don't know. The other thing is pity, self-pity. I have felt so freaking sorry for myself all day yesterday. I felt sorry for myself, like, I'm the worst. I have the worst life in the world, and what am I doing? And I just want to eat. And so I just allowed myself to feel it yesterday because I knew that it was temporary and that these feelings will go away in a day or two and I'll start feeling a lot better. So I just let it happen. And because I'm in such a beautiful place and I am not having to work, and I'm not having to do dishes, and I'm not having to take care of anything or anybody, I can do whatever I want here. You know, I can just watch TV all day. So I'm just allowing myself to experience this. And but self-pity was definitely a major emotion all day yesterday. So I tried to take a walk here in this beautiful backyard here. But I only made one lap, and then I was done. So here's the yard. It's just gorgeous, so pretty. But I just had no energy to do more than one lap. Maybe today, maybe when I am done with this, I'll feel like walking a little bit more. Maybe go getting a yoga mat and doing some stretches out here, because I really do feel better this morning than I did all afternoon yesterday. And I also tried to catch up on some Facebook. I'm way behind in responding to a lot of posts lately, and so I wanted to use some of my time yesterday to go back through and respond to some people that have said stuff to me, commented, and I did a little bit. I'm like, I don't have the mental capacity to do this, so I just didn't feel like it, so I quit doing that. Also the people posting pictures of their food, which is appropriate because it's like our support group and all, Eat to Live support group. And but I just didn't want to see it. I didn't want any discussion. Somebody had asked a question about raw zucchini and was it okay, and a lot of the answers were yes, it's perfectly fine, it's really good, and here's the way I like it. And they were giving all of these delicious ideas, and so the ideas were driving me nuts about ways to incorporate raw zucchini into nutritarian recipes. So I thought I can't do this today. So I had to quit reading Facebook for that reason as well. I tried going through on my laptop. I brought my laptop with me, and I brought my external hard drives with me, and I was planning on organizing my Italy picks, and maybe even going back and organizing last year's Peru picks. But I did that for about 5 minutes, and I'm like, I'm not in the mood for this, and my mind is not ready for this, not today. I just want to feel sorry for myself today. I don't want to do any mental work today. So I gave that idea up. And I tried talking on the phone. I was on the phone with my best friend, and I noticed that I was having trouble even catching breath to talk with her. So I thought, well, I don't have the physical ability today to do that either. So after that one phone call, I didn't talk on the phone with anybody else for the rest of the day, because I just didn't have the energy to do it. And I think I did sleep a little, because when I would go lay down, then since I had no energy, I just wanted to sleep. So I tried not to sleep too much, because I did want to sleep last night, get a good night's sleep last night. Also, I just have a little tailbone problem, and so sitting, since I have no more padding in my butt, I've lost all the padding in my butt, so sitting is not real comfortable for me these days, which I don't know if it's a skinny girl problem. I don't consider myself skinny, but since I no longer have a butt, that is one problem. I don't have any padding back there. And so anytime I'm sitting for any extended amount of time, more than 10 minutes, my tailbone gets sore. So that's why I was laying down instead of sitting up yesterday. And, lay down, you roll over, you go to sleep. And so I know I slept a little bit. And drink water. I just want to drink water. I just want to drink all the water in the whole wide world. And I want cold water, which I normally don't care. When I'm just being a nutritarian, I really couldn't care less if it's cold or not. But right now I just want cold water, and I just want to drink it all. But you can't do that, because you'll flush out your electrolytes, which may force me to end this fast early, and I don't want to do that. I want to at least make it to the 14 days. So, the doctors recommended that I limit myself to no more than 100 ounces of water. So yesterday I think I drank 90. And they recommended that I hold it in my mouth and swish it around before I swallow, and try to enjoy water that way, and not just sit there and gulp it, because I could throw up. If I gulped water, I would throw up. I would get nauseated and throw up. I am fully in ketosis now. They do a urine analysis every morning, and so I'm now fully in ketosis. Those who try to do keto all the time, very bad idea, because your body is not meant to be in ketosis 24/7. So if you're following the keto diet, I just want to encourage you to drop that and consider going whole food plant-based, which is a much wiser, healthier plan. I've been on it now. I've been 100% compliant for 660 days. And before that, I was, a 90% nutritarian for a long time, but I've been 100% for a very long time. And so I'm really grateful to this way of eating, and I will go back to it when I'm done with this. And I fully believe 100,000% that my symptoms could have been much, much, much worse if I were coming off of a standard American diet here. I would be going through a lot more terrible withdrawal symptoms than these few things that I've mentioned. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm going to go back to it. And being vulnerable to every food on the planet right now is just because I'm not eating anything. But normally, when I'm being 100% nutritarian, I couldn't care less anymore. That's one of the gifts that I've experienced being a nutritarian 100%, is that I'm not tempted by anything that's sad anymore. I don't even remember what cheddar cheese tastes like, so I don't care. And people are always apologizing to me when they're eating in front of me, and I'm like, look, you do not need to apologize to me, because I don't care about that anymore. I don't say this to them, but the way I feel is I feel sorry for you that you're eating it, because you are experiencing the ill effects even if you don't know it. You have no clue what your life could be like if you go 100% a whole food plant-based, or as Dr. Furman says, nutrient-dense, plant-rich. He prefers that term over whole food plant-based. Okay, so anyway, the water, it's been, thirsty, and I think that's going to change too. And then, like I said, the self-pity that I've been dealing with. Last night, my two roommates that I had here left yesterday during the day, so I had the afternoon to myself, and then I was by myself last night. So I did not turn the air conditioning on because I was really cold the night before. And needed the blanket and everything because they had the air conditioning running, plus 2 fans running on high all night. But last night, since I was by myself, I chose to not turn on the air conditioning, and I just had the 2 fans running, and it was perfect. I do have a new roommate now who will be here, I believe, for the length of time I'll be here. She'll be here for the rest of the time. I've not met her yet. She's up there getting her initial interview right now, so I just stayed out of their way, and I'll meet her later when it's a more appropriate time. But anyway, I am now, like I said, at 59 hours, 59 and a half, I guess, and when it hits 10 o'clock, it will be 60 hours of water fasting for me. So I feel good today. Every Monday here, we load up and we go to a lab where they do blood work. So it's like fasting blood work, but they did not, I did not have to go without water, after a certain time. So I'm not really sure everything that they'll be checking with this, but they do this every Monday. They take you into a lab to do blood work. It's like a field trip. And since I was the only one here this morning at 9, I was the only one that went this morning. But next week, my roommate will be going, and I believe there will be another roommate coming in later in the week. So we'll be back to 3 again. So I don't know if I like having a roommate or like not having a roommate. I missed my 2 roommates yesterday, so I think I like having a roommate. So it'll be nice to have somebody new here. And as I come out from the valley here in the days 3 and 4, and I start feeling better, then I'm going to start working on the things that I brought with me to work on. But I gave myself grace in not doing anything yesterday. Once I figured out that I didn't want to, then I just gave myself the grace of not doing it and just chilling for most of the day, watching a little bit of TV, getting caught up on some sitcoms and things. This morning, when I woke up, I continued, I was watching the newest version of A Star is Born, so I watched that for a few minutes this morning in bed, and, before we went to do the blood work, and I will continue that movie and finish that movie today at some point. But I am feeling better, so I am going to try to exercise some today. Oh, my weight. I forgot to talk about my weight. I just will tell you this real quick, that the morning after I got back from the Italy trip, I weighed 119.4. The morning I left for the Italy trip, which was a 12-day trip, I weighed 119.6. And I was very faithful to remain 100% nutritarian on the Italy trip. So I didn't gain any weight. I had to work at it, but I stuck to, eating only my foods. And what I mean by had to work at it was not that I was tempted by anything there, but I did have to work with waiters to get them to fix what I needed while I was there, and my tour director helped me quite a bit too. So I didn't eat any gelato. I didn't miss it. Everybody was eating 2 servings a day of gelato. Some of them were, but I didn't care about that. And so then I went to the NHA conference, weighing about 119. But the Sunday morning of the conference was the morning that which was a week from yesterday, was when I decided to stop limiting my whole grains, my nuts and seeds, and my dried fruits, and my dates and stuff. So I stopped because I wanted to put on just a couple of pounds, but not do it with sad foods. I wanted to put on a few extra pounds for this water fast because I wanted to be sure that I had enough fat to get me through at least 14 days of a water fast and not start digging into my muscle. If you have 5% of fat or more, then your body will use fat during a water fast. But if there's less than 5%, your body will head to the muscle. And so I didn't want that to happen. So I ate all the grains I wanted, and all of the nuts and seeds I wanted, and all of the dried fruit that I wanted, all of the dates that I wanted during those 6 days. And so when I got here and I weighed here, I weighed 122.8 the first day when I got here that afternoon. And then the next morning, or yesterday morning, I weighed 120.8. And this morning I weighed 119, I think it was, at 6 a.m., 119.4 maybe, this morning at 6. So, or 119 even maybe, I'm not sure. But I'll try to start keeping track of that. And normally I have bradycardia. Normally my pulse is at 45 because I have bradycardia. But a cardiologist told me a couple years ago that if you are able to get your pulse up in aerobic activity to, an aerobic heart rate, not to worry about having bradycardia. But he did tell me to stop donating blood. So I remain at 45. But, and I was 43 and 43 when I got here, 43, yesterday morning 43, and this morning I was up to 70. And Dr. Asa said that it's very common for your pulse to go up when you're in a ketogenic state, when you're water fasting, and that it won't remain that way. It will go back down to my normal 45 when I'm done with the water fast and start the refeed. It will go back down. It won't, this isn't healing me of bradycardia. My blood pressure is good, but it has come down to, yesterday morning it was 100/70, and this morning it was 100/65, which is still a good range. So of course we're going to monitor that, but it will drop a little bit, when you're water fasting. So that's all I can tell you right now as far as how things are going for me. And if you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask in the comment section. I don't know. I'll post this on YouTube, but I'm also going to probably post some of this on my Facebook page too as I go. I don't know yet. Haven't decided, but definitely on YouTube. So for the YouTube fans, please click like and subscribe and share if you need to. And I'm going to try to do this every day or every other day at least and let you know how it's going. Okay? All right, y'all have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.